US President Joe Biden visited Louisiana on Friday to get a first-hand look at the destruction wrought by Hurricane Ida, the monster storm that devastated the southern portions of the state and left 1 million people without power. Biden met Louisiana governor and local officials about the hurricane, which is providing the president with a tough test just after the chaotic withdrawal of US forces from Afghanistan. The fifth most powerful hurricane to strike the United States came ashore in southern Louisiana on Sunday, knocking out power for more than 1 million customers and water for another 600,000 people, creating miserable conditions for the afflicted who were also enduring suffocating heat and humidity. Hurricane Ida struck the Gulf Coast and carved a northern path through the eastern United States, culminating on Wednesday in torrential rains and widespread flooding in New York, New Jersey, and surrounding areas. At least 9 deaths were reported in Louisiana, with at least another 46 killed in the Northeast. At the briefing, Biden said the recovery effort had bipartisan support.
There's nothing political about this. It's just simply about saving lives and getting people back up and running. And we're in this together, and so we're not going to leave any community behind, rural, city, coastal, inland, and I promise we're going to have your backs till this gets done. We're moving as fast as we can to be able to provide access regardless who your provider was. If your provider's system went down, you'd be able to use any provider that's on there, just getting online. So I hope that's picking up around the state as well. I'd like to hear more about that. And we're moving as fast as we can to keep gas flowing to the pumps. I've authorized going into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. But I know still, there's work to do in this area, and we've instructed my team to have all hands on deck to make sure that happens, that we have and they're going to make this up instead of us going to Exxon, kind of get back out there, and we're going to be able to work that through.
Edwards said he would present Biden with a long list of needs, including fuel shipments, as most of the area's refinery capacity was knocked offline and mile-long lines have formed at gas stations and emergency supply distribution centers.
It's been a tremendously devastating storm. We're going to be a long time recovering. The initial part is about getting people's lives right side up, saving lives and that sort of thing, and then the recovery is going to be, it's going to go on for quite some time, and so we know that you're here with us today, but you're going to be with us for the long haul as well.
At Biden's directions, Energy Secretary on Thursday authorized an exchange of 1.5 million barrels of oil from strategic petroleum reserves to ExxonMobil to relieve fuel disruptions in the wake of hurricane.
So far, in addition to some of the numbers that you mentioned, we have about 1,200 responders from the federal family on the ground, and that doesn't include those that are back at our National Response Coordination Center as well as our Regional Response Coordination Center, representing 22 different federal government agencies.
Several refineries remained cut off from crude and product supplies from the south via ship and barrage after portions of the Mississippi River were closed by several sunken vessels. Biden went to La Palisse, a small community about 35 miles west of New Orleans that was devastated by flooding, downed trees, and other storm damage.